They are very much still in full swing here in Shenzhen, buoyed by the fact that there was a successful rescue here early this morning. That 19-year-old man was first located by authorities at the site around 3 a.m. local time. He was pinned underneath the rubble. It took them another 3 to 4 hours just to remove enough rubble on top of him to get him out of there. He was put into a stretcher and taken to a nearby hospital, and amazingly, we're told he is in stable condition. That said, for every success story that we've had so far, as you mentioned, there are many, many more people still unaccounted for, and we also know that there have been 3 deaths so far attributed to this landslide. It's those kind of things that are on the mind of people where I am right now. We are at a nearby evacuation shelter where people who were living in that factory compound are now staying, as well as being joined by the family and friends of those who remain unaccounted for. It's where we met one man a little bit earlier today. He flew in as soon as he heard the news that his father, a man in his 60s, was trapped inside the rubble. He worked in the factory compound, and right now he's not very happy with what he calls a lax effort by the government in responding to this crisis.
I have not received any updates. No one has called me to tell me anything. The authorities have given us no information.
And so there is just a lot of frustration, just like we've seen from that man here. If you talk to many people here at this shelter, they will tell you similar things, perhaps exacerbated by the fact that there still remains so much uncertainty around whether their loved ones will emerge okay. Aisha.
People with so many questions on their minds. Matt, has there been any progress made into the investigation into all of this, how this happened?
Right, well, the new piece of information that came out via Chinese state media a bit earlier today would be the fact that multiple outlets are reporting here that one of the senior managers of the company that owns that pile of debris that then collapsed, causing this landslide, has been detained by authorities. Now, we don't know that man's name. We don't know if he has been charged with anything or if he is merely just being questioned. But it does seem that the investigation into this company, into what they were doing at this site, is in full swing, that the Chinese authorities are at least beginning to try and get to the bottom of this and figure out who's responsible.
Yeah, and Matt, just give our viewers some context on where all of this happened. This accident, of course, happening in Shenzhen, a city that has come to really symbolize China's rapid growth.
Absolutely. This is a good microcosm of what we have seen in China, economically speaking, over the last 20 to 30 years. This area is a boom town. There is an incredible amount of construction and development that has gone on, and that's why you see waste sites like the one that collapsed. When you build new buildings, there's going to be waste that comes from that, be it soil that has to be removed to place foundations for buildings or debris from general construction. Apparently, though, something went very wrong here at this site. The amount of debris, simply too much at this one pile.